Bueno, chavales, pues por si no lo sabíais, los amigos más cercanos de Andrew Tate se reunieron y hicieron un podcast muy grande, probablemente lo hayáis visto, y te mostraré un clip donde debaten la situación de Andrew Tate y si va a ser liberado o no. Me parece muy interesante y probablemente también os va a gustar porque es como el mayor podcast con muchos amigos suyos y los más cercanos, así que sí, echad un vistazo al vídeo.
I think right now just focusing on everything that just happened and kind of exploiting the truth about how people are trying to come around and frame him and just basically set him up to look like he's something that he's not. All of us have been around him and spent a lot of time with him. You know, I think I speak for everybody when I say that we've all been around him enough to know the truth. And so now it's just about getting the truth out and getting it to enough people that, you know, we can get a little momentum in the right direction and get the truth out and so the world can know what's actually true about the situation.
That's facts. Yeah, I think that's kind of the mission here is us all getting together, speaking about this openly, publicly. We've all spent personal time with Andrew, extended personal time with Andrew and Tristan. And I think the more people that speak up, the more people that make noise, hopefully we can maybe start to get things rolling over there in Romania and get some justice finally.
I think with like human trafficking cases, one that you could actually look at is Epstein, and you could see how everyone is actively trying to belittle how much time they spent around Epstein. Bill Gates is getting on TV every single day and saying, oh, just had 75 dinners, didn't go to the island, 75 dinners, but we're all getting around and we're saying like, no, that this does not add up to his character. This does not add up to anything that we've seen from him personally. When Epstein gets charged, everyone's like, yeah, creepy guy, I believe it, weirdo, he probably did it.
Good point. Very good point. So there's a lot of noise out there, as everyone's aware. When it comes to sorting through the noise, one of the things you need to look at is the credibility of the source. There's a lot of experts on Twitter who've never even met Andrew. There's a lot of so-called, people able to give insights who've met him once. Between us, we've spent thousands of hours around the man. Every one of us can hand on heart say we've never seen any indication of anything that could lead to him being able to commit such heinous crimes. So here you have a bunch of credible sources. Yes, we are biased, but we're still credible. We all love the man. We all respect the man. Many of us are family men. I think the majority of us. We wouldn't associate with someone who was capable of such crimes. So here you have a very credible panel with first-hand experience, like all the Twitter experts out there. And the idea is to get messages out from said credible sources.
Well said.
Yeah, I think things like this are vital. Why? Because this is one of those cases, one of the few in history, which is like got public input through social media. I mean, it's influencing the judiciary, and I think there's such an attack on Andrew Tate due to his message that everyone's against him, and people like us are even getting shut down. And I think it's very important. And like Jules said, I'm a family man, I'm a Muslim, alhamdulillah, and I mean, my neck on the line. I would never do that if I thought he had even a tinge of guilt. I would never do it.
Right.
I'm based here. I've got a successful business. I know royals. My kids are 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? This is how adamant I am to stand up for it, because I know it's bullshit. I know the truth. I know the guy very well. I've been around him since he was a kid, and I've seen him firsthand grow up and mature. Jules can tell you what he's like with the sunglasses off. We need to get into what is presentation, content creation, what is a real person. We're going to get into that later on. I mean, it's like polarizing a rapper for what he says in lyrics. It's the same shit. It's the same thing. Motherfucking PIMP, 50 Cent. Why is he not arrested for being These are lyrics. This is kind of fashion. So it's differentiating the both things and just giving him a word, because the media are not going to speak up for him. It's people like us on Twitter and socials. And we saw a case going off the record, Adnan Saeed, an American Muslim who was jailed wrongly for over 20 years. And it was because of social media, evidence came, he was freed. So this is why this is so important. Social media can actually add to cases now and make the defense or prosecution, backpedal a bit. So it's the new generation of law in a way. So this is why things like this are vital, and I'll always make sure I'm here as a priority.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Andrew and Tristan now for years. I've lived with them. I've met many of the women that they've literally changed their lives. All the people here have been positively impacted. And then you've got this case that's obviously fabricated. Any evidence that's came out is obviously fabricated. Now you've got the WhatsApp messages we were talking about, where the 2 victims literally were plotting to frame them. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we got to break into tonight, and I'm glad to be here.
Estoy completamente de acuerdo con ellos. Estos hombres son muy, muy cuidadosos y tienen respeto propio. Estos no son como unos matones random estadounidenses. Sabéis quiénes son, pese a tener una reputación que mantener lo apoyan. Tienen todo en juego defendiendo a este hombre. Estos no son solo gente random que no les importa si están equivocados. Estas personas son personas de alto valor. No estarían defendiendo a Andrew Tate si realmente no supieran si es culpable o no. Eso es lo que pienso y creo que tiene mucho sentido. Pero bueno, chavales, dejadme vuestra opinión en los comentarios, dale like al vídeo, suscribíos y nos vemos. Chao.